my name is Rocco, and today is my 10th birthday! Yippee! I'm turning 10 years old. I'm finally double digits. When I first started YouTube, I was 7, so almost 3 years I've done this career, and I love you guys. This is probably the biggest job that I have done so far. Without this channel, I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing now, but anyways, today's my 10th birthday, and also the main purpose of this video today is that I made a cave. So if you live in NYC, or if you live in the northeast of America, 2 days ago, or 2 or 3 days ago, if you're watching this on January 28th, it's 3 days ago. But if you live in the northeast of America, you should have known that about 2 or 3 days ago, there was a huge snowstorm that was about 14 inches of snow. Here in NYC, we got 14 inches, but I think Maine got like 20, maybe 24 inches of snow. They got like 2 foot of snow or something, I don't know. But anyways, if you live in the northeast of America, you should have known that there was a huge snowstorm that was on January 25th. It was basically like an early birthday present gift for me, since my birthday's today, January 27th. And I decided to make a cave. That was one of my birthday plans. I created it yesterday with my friend Luke. Shout out to Luke for making this cave with me. And now we're gonna go in entry A, the most famous one. As you can see, there's a tree right there, and now we're in the snow. There's a flashlight right there, and then exit C is a really hard one. It's really hard to get out and exit. To get out and entry and enter. That's why exit C is the least popular. It takes a really long time to exit. And my dad is claiming that if you put water in the top of here, it's gonna make the snow stiff, and it's not gonna melt until the middle of February. So this will actually stay for a long time. And when I make videos until like the middle of February, you'll probably see this in the background at all times. Sometimes on my posts, if you see my posts, sometimes on my posts from now on until it melts, I'll be telling you guys how it's been, if it's doing good or not, if it collapsed or not. I'll be making updates on my post about this. But there's also one more. Exit B. Exit B is right next to the driveway. So when the car parks here, it's kind of hard to get out because you're most likely going to get bumped into the car and get injured. So sometimes when the car parks here, I wouldn't really recommend going out of exit C. Get out of exit B. I would recommend going to exit A and exit C. And also exit C has a small resting place. Well, it's actually not small. It's really small. Small. Oh my God!
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And now we're gonna go into the resting place and exit C. It's just when you're at the resting place, if you're scared of things hanging, there's actually a tree right next to the resting place, because where we digged, there was a pine tree that we have right next to it. So while we were making exit C, there was a pine tree in the way. It's really hard to get through. We made it. And as you can see, you can snugly fit between the lights and exit A, and you can sleep here if you actually want to. It's really comfortable if you sleep here. And now I'm just gonna get out of exit B. Sometimes when it's really sometimes when it's under 5 degrees, it will be closed. But if it's, and also it will be closed if it's over 30 degrees because it only can stay at a specific temperature, because if it's over 40 or 45 degrees, it will most likely melt, because you know about snow. If you're stupid and you know about snow, now you know why you're watching this video. You might be wondering, oh Rocco, how did you make this cave? Well, on January 25th, which was when the snowstorm came, as soon as snow came down, me and my dad were like, yep, let's start shoveling some snow. So we made this kind of huge pile over here, but when we were shoveling, it was only about there, not all the way on top of there. But as more snow came by, it probably, when the snow finished, it was probably up to here, the pile. And then on the 26th, which was yesterday, or if you're watching this on January 28th, 2 days ago, but for now, since it's January 27th, yesterday, me and Luke were discussing about some, discussing. Me and Luke were discussing about some stuff, what we were doing, like, blah, 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 this and that. Billy said he made a tunnel with the snow in his backyard, and I got kind of jealous. So then I started making a tunnel underneath the big pile, and then Luke's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Making a snow cave." And then he started helping me, and then that's when we made the first tunnel. And then today, me and Luke came back to my house again today, this evening, and I was like, "You wanna work on the snow cave?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's work on it." But we weren't planning to make a new tunnel. We were just inspecting it. But we had a bit too much fun until I made the idea, let's make a new tunnel. Exit C. But this is exit C, by the way. This is exit A, which was the first tunnel that was built. And then exit B is all the way on that side.
We cannot go straight up and what we do with the 48 hours. Look over the top. Okay?
So then, we started making a new tunnel, and basically, this is our new project. I'm pretty proud of it. And I think soon we're going to make a new tunnel that will be exit D. It's basically going to connect, it's going to be a small tunnel. It's going to continue exit C, and I'm planning to make exit D like around here, right next to exit B and exit A. Anyways, that's what I got to talk about today, and see you next video. Bye-bye.